everyone, and welcome to the DevCast, a weekly Roblox podcast for all Roblox-related content and up-close personal conversations with some of your favorite Roblox creators. I am your host, Dev4Hire, and this is my co-host, Unix Developer. I guess this is where we start. This is our weekly Roblox Roundup, so this is where we get to the news and all the spicy stuff that's been happening this week. It's been a while. You guys haven't seen us for quite a while. We haven't been uploading a video for weeks. You know, we've been taking mostly like a really long break. But we just want you guys to know that, you know, we've been organizing things with the podcast. You know, we've been moving around with editors a bit primarily, and, you know, it's been a while and we've been missing you all. So, yeah, it's been a very crazy year last year. So, I mean, last year was insane, I must say. It was absolutely mental.
And into the beginning of this year.
Yeah. It's just been absolute chaos going around like crazy. I mean, there was actually a lot of news happening towards the end of last year, but we never really got to it. But yeah, because, you know, the holidays, you know, you got to take some time off with your family, you know, just get to spend some time with your family as much as you have to do certain things. But anyway, yeah, let's get into our news topics this week. So, Roblox has dropped some new Amazon merch, as well as a new tech demo showcase, which, you know, you and I actually both attended. We both went to that tech demo showcase, showcasing how, you know, the beauty of Roblox with all different types of beautiful assets, everything else. Roblox is, you know, there's a new Hot Wheels game coming to Roblox. And as well as RTHRO being removed from the games page, the RTHRO specific section, and dynamic skies have been released in beta completely, which is very exciting. And the Roblox Accelerator program, you know, is recently going on right now. You can apply for the Roblox. Yeah. Yeah, there's a new, well, it's not new, it's always been happening. But yeah, the Roblox Accelerator program is happening at the current moment. Applications are out, I think. And yeah, the Roblox Egg Hunt. So yeah, let's dive straight all into this, right into it. So, as you can see, I sent you a Twitter post over there of some new Amazon merch that Roblox has essentially dropped. What are your current thoughts?
Right now, it's quite... I mean, you can go shopping now with Roblox. I mean, it's not something I would associate with Roblox shopping. A shopping bag.
It's all right.
Some few pillows.
I love the pillow. I like the red pillow.
I mean, you've got... Yeah, I don't think It's quite interesting.
There's like a noob backpack. It's not a backpack, but it's more of like a shopping bag. Yeah. There's like a shopping bag with a yellow noob face on it. Kind of looks like our merchandise. We're probably... I mean, yeah, well, we don't really have a noob face. It's more of like an oof.
I like their shopping bags. The one that they're showcasing close to the middle, on the left.
Oh, that one's
quite
great.
Unique.
Yeah.
It's really cool, unique. They've not overdone it, but they've not underdone it either. It's quite... And it's not something that, unless I read the text, I would not know that's Roblox straight away.
I mean, it's quite interesting. I think it's dynamic, it's unique. They're playing around with colors. I remember old Roblox merchandise used to be very dull in terms of color variation. I remember they used to have like this hoodie with the red and the white and maybe the black. You know, like they just had basic colors now, but I could see that they're very daring now. They're going with all sorts of things like gradients now, as you could tell with the character on the bag. I think that's
But they're going to actually make more money with this, because they gave away the what we've covered before. They gave away the exclusive lot to people who made certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've not really lost much money, but of course, they're not going to gain any by doing that.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they haven't, from what I can see, it's a shame they haven't released them yet. I don't think they will, because there's a market for that currently for selling.
Yeah.
But it's a step in the right direction. They need their brand accessible in everyday product.
I
And this is
mean,
how they're going to do it. So
it's quite interesting because, this is Amazon, available at Amazon. So that Roblox is using Amazon as a platform, not their own production, which is quite interesting.
well, they're going
I
to have to
think,
mass produce it.
yeah, they are going to have to mass produce it. I think that's why they partner with Amazon, because I think they have the manpower to essentially, fork out all this stuff, just at masses of.
Who knows?
I think that's why they partner with Amazon. I mean, Amazon is an absolute empire, I must say, in terms of the production world and all that type of stuff. So, absolutely, just ginormous. Yeah. But anyway, that's enough on some, the Amazon merch. It's great and all. Personally, whether I would buy it or not, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm broke right now. I don't have much money, but you know what? I'll get that red pillow.
I don't believe in shopping, so
Yeah, I don't believe in that much either. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so let's get on to the next.
But...
Yeah, the pillow. Yeah, definitely the pillow, the red one, or just the other Roblox one. Okay, but anyway, let's get straight on to the new Roblox tech demo showcase. Now, I was so intrigued by this. So what if you got? So for people who don't know. The engineers over at Roblox have just released a tech demo game showcasing some of the awesome new Roblox dev features in action. The game features essentially it features surface appearance, atmosphere, depth of field, skinned animations, plus more. So there's a whole lot to get into essentially. It's a great tech demo, I must be honest with you. It's absolutely fascinating. The game looks absolutely stunning. I could see them making use of PBR. They're making use of mesh deformation. I don't think there's too much to necessarily complain about or necessarily criticize. I mean, the game looks absolutely gorgeous and stunning. I've never seen a forest that intricate before. The only thing that makes me necessarily sad is it's a very well optimized game, but I don't think the optimization that this game has is necessarily well open to the public. I feel like it's, privately optimized to run at its best. Apparently, I've heard that some people are struggling when they play the game. So, do you have any thoughts on this, Penguin? I mean, not Penguin, sorry, Unix.
When I played the game...
Yeah.
When I played the game, I had one slight technical issue. Playing it at the graphics of 3 was really quite good. Played it well.
Yeah.
Of course, when I then bumped it up to 10,
yeah,
I realised some interesting frame rate differences, where I just started losing a bit of frame rate and I was getting a little bit laggy.
Yeah.
Which I can understand why I'm going to lag, because there's PBR and all sorts of other things that they've added to the game. But of course, it feels like Roblox are still primitive on this subject of PBR and things. And it feels like they're actually trying to progress, but they're not actually solving the problem of the actual running, because it runs a day, and if it can't, the server can't get any better or help you out in any way, or you're going to be screwed. So I don't see how a mobile could cope with this game, to be honest. I think it'll struggle.
Yeah. I did hear that people are struggling on mobile, unfortunately. I don't think you could even play the game on mobile. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But I think I heard something about people struggling.
I would imagine that you would struggle.
Yeah, it's just so hard. I really feel bad. I saw a post on a Roblox post on Twitter, and someone made a gorgeous scene with the most beautifully textured meshes, everything, a very intricate scene, beautiful. And of course, you can run that game, but not at a mass scale. The biggest primary issue with the Roblox platform, the biggest challenge it faces is optimization. Optimization. It is a very, very, very tricky road for Roblox to go through. And I can see why some features that are displayed maybe within this, within this demo are maybe being held back. Maybe like the atmospheric clouds. I'm not sure how that's going to do performance-wise. There's a lot of all sorts of things that they're testing out, and I'm not necessarily sure how well certain features are going to work. But so far, I haven't been having any troubles with beta features at all. I mean, they haven't been buggy, they haven't been glitchy for me so far, even though most of the time they really are. And, of course, they're always reporting problems, trying to fix it on the forums and all that type of stuff. But I am, as much as these features are really, really great, I unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with you that it's not fixing the problem very much. Optimization is the biggest problem on the platform. And I think maybe it should be a bit of a step forward to maybe increase the overall quality of games in terms of mass scale and rendering and all that type of stuff first before we get into advanced features like this. I don't know the performance.
There's one technical issue though, Dev.
Yeah. Go ahead,
There's
please.
one technical issue. Now, if you look at loads of games, loads of fighting games, CSGO, all of these other Rainbow Six Siege, they're the two good example ones. I try to run them on my exact computer I use now, and you have the same problem. You have to lower your graphic if your computer isn't good enough to then run it. So if you look, you would never be able to play CSGO or Rainbow Six Siege on a mobile phone. It is impossible unless you've got a ridiculously
powerful
good phone that no one ever had. Yeah, you're not going to run it. So
that's true.
This is where the world of Roblox is limited. It's not on what you can add anymore. You can add everything. You can add TBI, you can add everything. Meshing, you've got everything there. But the question is, how much?
Yeah.
How much can you add before you can't run it? And that is where people are now.
I mean, it's quite tricky. It's quite tricky that what Roblox has to achieve, because even games today that are large and very popular have struggles with optimization issues and trying to get that across to mobile. Now, Roblox, a platform that has a bazillion games, all having this problem. It's crazy. That is a massive problem. Like, what I'm saying? That is a massive task to achieve. They don't have not only one game to optimize, but millions of games to optimize. You know what I'm saying? So, they have to essentially create universal optimization, and that's a very hard thing to achieve. Because each game is different and unique.
There's two solutions.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of servers running, so your internet will run a private server that Roblox controls, but you're going to need millions of them. And that, of course, Roblox will have to spend money on buying servers that run on the internet.
Servers are very expensive.
The game will run on the server. That is a solution.
Yeah.
It's costly, and I don't think Roblox will make any money from it. So that's out of questionable. So the actual solution that will have to be is they have to educate people on how to optimize games.
Yeah.
But the problem is the developer community. Yes, there's certain individuals who try to help you optimize things, but of course that's not going to change anything. You need something a little bit more stronger backing to then push forward information on what you can and can't do. Because a lot of people making games are struggling with this. And if the bigger people shows that the problem is everywhere.
Yeah, the problem is everywhere. I don't think there's... it's a very large problem. But you know what? I wish them luck on that. And I really hope Roblox can sort that out. Otherwise, I think these are really great features. Anyway, moving on. Just a short bit. We're going to go on to the next one. Just going to be a quick one. Roblox, Hot Wheels is coming to Roblox. They're making their own game. as you guys know, that Hot Wheels has partnered with Roblox a couple of times in the past. So far, they're making their own game. They released their own trailer, like a little 3D trailer, really cute little thing. I don't have much thoughts on it besides, just another
I have
brand.
one thought.
Oh, go ahead.
It feels like it's giving me a Jailbreak vibe when you play the game. When you look at it,
Yeah, I guess
customize
so.
your car. I mean, it's a little bit more upmarket from what I'm seeing on the renders they're showing, but it doesn't feel like any difference from.
It's a really well-made trailer. It's a really well-made trailer. Let's be honest with you. Like it's a really well-made 3D trailer.
If all the features they say, changing wheels, changing this, changing that, actually come out in the game,
yeah,
they are on par with Jailbreak customization and could be even better.
Yeah,
so in a way, it's actually good. It's actually increased competition on the platform. The big dogs.
I am actually very scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very scared about Roblox brands. I'm very scared about Roblox brands coming to the platform. Brands coming to the Roblox platform, because it's going to be a lot of tough competition if one brand actually just manages to get a banger of a game and just takes over Adopt Me or something like that. I am going to be very scared, because brand domination, in my opinion, is not a very good thing on a platform. Like, for example, you already have issues like brand domination on YouTube, making more money than actual YouTubers themselves. Just absolute monopolies all over the place. Like, it's crazy. Late night TV show hosts are getting more favored over YouTubers and that type of. That's kind of like corporate takeover in a way on a platform. So it kind of makes me nervous that Roblox is going to favor these, certain brands over the creators, and maybe eventually. I mean, that could kill their platform, but I hope that doesn't happen. So, anyway.
Well, as long as it's very niche and you have branded things coming through, it can be regulated, it can be controlled. But if there are 20 of them, you could take the whole front page over. That front page could be overrun. I mean, if they were going to solve the issue of competition, if they had, let's say they had 6 brands, the solution to stop them taking over all of the custom creator games, they would have to make a separate panel saying branded or something like that. Branded games.
All I'm just saying is it's going to make things at the bottom a lot harder. That's all I could say. Definitely will.
Yes, of course.
For a lot of people.
But it's the way they deal with it, and I'm intrigued how they're going to cope with it.
Okay.
We'll soon find out.
We will find out. Last topic, and then we're going to have a break. So, RTHRO has essentially been removed. The RTHRO section has been removed off of the games page. On January 18th, this was the message that we got. On January 18th, 2021, Roblox will be removing the RTHRO sort from the games page indefinitely. This sort was used to showcase games that utilized and supported RTHRO characters. So now, by this time now, it's removed. It's gone. It's RTHRO, bye-bye. RTHRO games, bye-bye. And fantastic. Yes, people are partying all over the place. I've been watching Twitter, and it's been going mad. Like, whoo, my gosh. I have never seen people so happy in my life.
Partying, because it should have never been added in the first place. I mean, that sounds harsh for me to say that.
It sounds very harsh.
Been added in the first place.
I can kind of tell what Roblox was doing, in a way. Well, let's hold on now. This isn't the end for RTHRO just yet. But I do think it signifies that something is coming in terms of how they're going to try and replace it, or just somewhat, disassemble it. I think it's a big sign. I think it's a very, very big red flag saying, hey, things aren't going as well with RTHRO as we thought it was. And I think the response due to them removing it tells a lot. People on Twitter have been going absolutely crazy. People are so happy. It's unbelievable. So, Any thoughts?
I think it's a good step, but of course, it's like anything. We don't know what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
But of course, that's all I know, and we're going now into a break.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys all soon.
Are you looking for clean and comfortable Roblox-based clothing? Well, we have just the right options for you, with our very own DevCast merchandise, brought to you by Teespring. For more information, check out our merch store in the description below. Okay, yeah, and we are back, everyone, and yeah, sorry about that. So now on to our next topic. We are going to be discussing dynamic skies, which have been released as, as a full beta into Studio. I was excited for this feature for quite a long time. As we spoke about this in previous episodes on, how we're pretty excited for all these sorts of features, and we asked people what are their thoughts on them and all that type of stuff. And I guess not many people have thoughts on dynamic skies and clouds. And I can somewhat see why. I made a post on Twitter essentially saying, dynamic skies / clouds have released. Why is no one talking about it? And, well, I got my answer from many people saying, well, they look ugly as hell. So, yeah, apparently the clouds just aren't so... They don't look very appealing. And I can understand why. And apparently there's not much customization, so... do you think...
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I mean, would you necessarily use them at the moment? Sorry.
I don't think I would, because they're still in... They've just come out of beta, or still are in beta. Whatever it is. Roblox make their mind up when they're gonna...
Yeah.
I just feel like they could have done so much more with them. I mean, they could have had features to have different variations of clouds. They could go anime clouds. They could go
anime.
Do anything with it.
Wow.
I mean, I say that because the amount of anime games on the platform is quite scary.
Yeah.
And they could have actually hit every single market. I mean, I'm not a fan of anime, but I definitely relate to it in how that market would have appreciated something as nice as that. I mean, but it feels like they've went down one avenue. They've gone down how realistic can we go? How realistic can we go? Oh, we'll try that. We'll do that. And they only looked at one area. They've not tried to cater for everyone. And I think that is a problem.
Yeah.
Mesh deformation caters for everyone. This doesn't. This is just niche. I just feel like we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's its biggest downfall. I'm just going to drop it here. The biggest downfall so far about the dynamic skies, as much as they were very exciting, and I think they're still somewhat exciting, is that they aren't necessarily very customizable. You just can't customize them very much. I was experimenting with some of the features that they put in, and I was just so clueless. I had no clue. I don't know if I didn't read the dev forum post correctly or something, or but I just can't. I can't customize them. It's almost impossible. I'm probably dumb or something. If anyone knows how to customize these clouds, please let me know, because I'm just very curious.
That's wrong, please.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's very wrong here, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyway, yeah, let's just move on to another topic, shall we?
On to something more exciting. Roblox Accelerator program.
Oh.
Now it's back again.
I've always wanted to be in it.
I mean,
well, of course, I don't have a current project. We don't necessarily have current projects to display, so because of course.
I mean,
yeah. It's mostly for teams that often need support. So the Accelerator program, if you guys don't know, it's essentially a program that is essentially created by Roblox to essentially help and aid developers who need help with their games and help them, steer a direction, help them steer into some direction that could, lead them to somewhat having a successful game and, succeed in whatever they're trying to achieve, primarily development-wise. I mean, most of the time they just help out people who are, currently working on a project, but they don't have a direction. You know what I'm saying? A direction in where they're going with the project.
There's unfortunate problem though, is that you have to apply.
Yeah.
And I tried to apply last, but I just didn't think that I went through all the questions. I didn't bother actually applying at the end of it all though.
Yeah.
I had the time to do it because I was looking for a job and all that.
Yeah.
Jazz. Managed to go down a different direction, but of course, I think the acceleration program is very good for a small team of 3 to 4 to 5 developers, roughly.
Yeah.
To collaborate and put the hours in to create something with the accelerator program that is actually meaningful. Meaningful meaning that you can actually have a job out of it. You can actually make money out of it and go and actually use Roblox as your job, essentially. So that's if you don't know.
I think it's a great opportunity. If anyone is necessarily struggling with development, it's really highly recommended, especially if you've got a real bang-over game that you need to get out there. Take the Accelerator program right now. It is crucial. I think it would just boost so much developers who are smaller out there trying to break out. I know a couple of large developers, I think, who are essentially, found their direction after they took the Accelerator program, and it helped them out a lot. It helped their games. It helped their experience. It helped them with all sorts of things that they never really knew about when it came to making a Roblox game. So that's very good. That is actually excellent. Okay, so now that we've got the Roblox Accelerator program 2021 out of the way, let's get on to something that is actually very controversial at the moment, and I think we're going to have a very long discussion on this. It's the 2021 egg hunt, Roblox egg hunt. Now, this is very infuriating to many people because, of course, Roblox has done this yet again. Roblox has made the event a multi-universal egg hunt. Essentially what I'm saying is they've essentially doing what they're going to do last year, and that's placing eggs within games for players to hop around in all different types of games to find the eggs and play the games to get the eggs. And a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are angry, and a lot of people just feel that they were cheated, and they feel that there was just nothing creative this year. They feel like there was just nothing new brought to the table. Sorry, I'm still getting used to you.
It's quite a cheap way of doing it. I mean, Roblox can kill me for saying this. I think it's cheap. Hey, they say the creator's name. Can you put an egg in your game? Yes, I can put an egg in my game.
Yeah.
It just feels like it is very cheap. It doesn't have any. Yes, I think Roblox, the main reason they're doing it is it drives traffic into different people's games. Yes, for that, it's perfect for driving traffic into people's games. Maybe they go, it's like a miniature accelerator program, drives people into your game. For that, it's great. But other than that, the main overlook, it is cheap. I mean, go to someone's game, get a little message come up, this little UI, go and get the egg in this place, blah, 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 blah. And click close.
I find it so disappointing. Only for one reason, is that I think Roblox as a platform has a lot of potential. And I really think they can make use of actual developers to create something spectacular. And that's exactly what they did in the 2018 Egg Hunt. And in the 2018 Egg Hunt, Roblox, what they did was they gathered a team of some of their most greatest Roblox developers who have created events in the past and all that type of stuff, and helped them create events. And what they did was, in October, they were like, okay, great. In October 2017, I can't remember if it's 2019 or 2018, but I think it was, October 2017, they said, great. Now, we need to start right now. We're going to be building multiple locations where you can find multiple eggs, and we're going to create this whole type of eggverse in some way. And we're going to make all these places, and what we're going to do is we're going to, essentially, create all these beautifully made, well done, built places with all these different types, essentially like all these different multiple worlds where you can find the eggs and all that type of stuff. And it was an amazing, amazing collaboration. A lot of hard work put into it. A lot of people love the 2018 egg hunt. Personally, I don't do egg hunts anymore. I've given up on them because I just don't find them interesting anymore. I mean, the last egg hunt that I primarily enjoyed was about 2013, which I think is what Roblox should do again. I think Roblox should, and I think this would save them a lot of money, personally, for me. I really wish they could do this. But what I think they should do is they should return to the 2013 egg hunt format. I think 2013 was the golden age for the egg hunts. What happened with the 2013 egg hunt was they essentially, how do I say this? They essentially created one whole giant map, right? And you could get the eggs all within a single game. You don't have to travel around and play multiple games that you just don't even like just to get the egg that you want. The egg hunt game in 2013 was absolutely great. You had all sorts of weird challenges, like for example, you would just see an egg, and then it would be like a cannon egg, and then it would try to shoot a cannon at you. Like a cannonball at you, and you have to try dodge the cannonballs, and then you have to try grab the egg. Like, it was just so fascinating. And then there was like a wizard tower with like a wizard egg. It was so creative. I cannot believe the creativity in the 2013 egg hunt was absolutely astounding. Eggs actually had functionality. The eggs felt alive, and the eggs actually did something. And unfortunately, that ever since that happened, things necessarily have, they've gone downhill. I have to be honest with you. I loved every bit of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the issue with the egg hunts, in my opinion, is the eggs themselves don't have functionality to them as much as they used to. And I think there needs to be a revival in eggs doing things. In order to get the egg itself needs to do something physically, whether it has to crack in half and like spit out flames, or I don't know. But I thought that was the most creative idea Roblox could have ever came up with for an egg hunt. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame they've gone for a more simple outlook on it, but of course, it's just one of them things where you just have to accept what it is, and it's a shame that they can't redo what they did in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know if Roblox's effort or money, or I don't know. If people ever know. All we just have to do is embrace what we have.
Yeah, but what frustrates me the most is as Roblox as a platform grows larger and larger, in my opinion, there's plenty of space for so many good opportunities. I think I made a comment on Twitter, for example, when I was talking about Roblox Events. I said to everyone, I was like, Roblox Events are like a double-sided coin. They could either be absolutely downright amazing or just god-awful. I'm just going to be brutally honest here. Some Roblox events are just
some of them
real awful, but some are amazing. Just
the
most amazing.
With it.
Yeah. I
feel like the most biggest problem with events is the creators who make them in the first place. I mean,
it depends on who Roblox essentially, gets together though. Because, for example, like I said, the 2018 Egg Hunt, what they did was they essentially gathered a team of their best builders and best creators possible. Whether I think it was coders or scripters, I can't necessarily remember the team and everything like that. But yeah, they were a team of amazing developers. And I think they got paid. I think they did get paid. I think it was a whole shebang. I
think it's good that they got paid.
Yeah, of course, because it's hard. It's literal labor. I mean, Roblox. I don't think Roblox should be using free labor. I mean, that's quite messed up. Yeah, I think you had to be like 18 years
No,
old and above.
unfortunately, they're not
Yeah.
a freelance.
Yeah. These people worked
I
really
feel
hard.
like
It was amazing.
I think they're budgeting everything. We don't know how
Yeah.
much money they
I
spent. We don't know how much money they spent on this cloud thingy. We don't know.
I mean,
So
yeah.
you wonder where this budget goes, because that budget on this cloud thing could have gone on this egg hunt, for example.
Unless,
So
I kind of feel sad because maybe those people didn't reach Roblox's expectations and maybe they just felt like, you know what, maybe because, as much as everyone loved the 2018 egg hunt, maybe we just can't necessarily, maybe we expected something better, so maybe we just shouldn't invest in this type of stuff anymore. Maybe we should just try our best to use our own resources. But little do they know that maybe those end up, being worse. So, yeah.
but then
Yeah.
I don't know how it could be worse, because
Well, if you take a look at
you
the
would
Wonder
hire...
Woman event, I didn't
Yeah, but
necessarily enjoy that
the
one at all.
build wasn't very good. People are gonna kill me.
But you see, I think that was
horrible.
a build based
Yeah.
on. I feel like that whole event is essentially Roblox trying to create their own events, and try and reignite
That
the
was
events
horrendous.
again. I don't think that was. Well, I mean, I could be wrong. They could have commissioned a specific person to make the game. They probably did. But whether they are a freelance developer or just a person that works at Roblox, I'm not necessarily sure. I don't know the full story. But I think...
Well, my only opinion on it is it just felt very distasteful. I mean, the way they put it together just felt rushed.
It wasn't my favorite Roblox event at all. It did feel a bit rushed. You could tell the texturing was a bit off.
Wherever I looked, I'm not even going to complain about the section. Wherever I looked, things weren't lined up. Like, whoever made it or lined it up did not use studs, and that just drove me mental. Everywhere I look, I saw
no
a
one
problem.
used studs. I mean, the eels in the water just had no animations. Just the grass was not changed color in comparison to the trees.
Out.
Yeah, and mesh deformation was out. It was a great opportunity to use mesh deformation. There was no PBR on the textures at all. It was just very dull, and the scripting was very
rushed.
It was very rushed in some way. It felt like it's just a scavenger hunt where you just have to run around the whole map and just gather things, and there was no actual enjoyment necessarily. It felt, and it was quite cringy just seeing the video, of, the actor of Wonder Woman, on the screen, promoting the movie in the game.
I thought the first video was really good.
And
so
then
it showed
the second
actual
one.
movie itself.
Yeah.
I think it was. And then the second one, it felt too personal. It needed to be more.
It needs to be about the movie, not about whatever not about the actor promoting the movie directly. It's like, but the actor's already in the movie. What more do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, the trailer, I think, is enough. I think it's a bit far to kind of get the cameo in there.
And it didn't exactly inspire me watching her speak. It wasn't like
Did you actually watch the movie?
I didn't know, but it didn't inspire me, that second YouTube video.
I actually watched them. I didn't watch the movie.
Inspire me at all.
I've heard some reviews of the movie, and apparently the reviews aren't good. So apparently the movie bombed a little bit. So ouch. So I think, you know what? Maybe that kind of resembles, why the event was the way it was. Yeah. Anyway.
But I don't know why they would allow you to go forward if it wasn't that good in the first place. Something's going on that with Roblox, which we're probably not going to know.
Yeah.
Because who knows?
Anyway, I think that's enough. I think we've had a great conversation. There's not much really to discuss.
It was a little bit cringy to do this podcast. But
you know what? We're getting used to it. This is all very new. This is all very new to us. So we want you guys to all know that, we're getting the hang of things, as much as things are, looking a bit awkward sometimes. Of course, like, the intro. I wouldn't say I handled the intro as well as I could, but
it's unnatural though. A lot of people don't realize how unnatural podcasts are.
Yeah. I mean, there's strange things. I mean, especially being a Roblox podcast. It's just
A
very...
learning curve.
It is a learning curve, especially if you're aiming to somewhat be a reputable source of information, or at least, be a platform where you can discuss things on a platform that's often sometimes regarded as... I don't know, there's a lot of sayings for what Roblox is by all different types of people. But I'll just say it's a very mixed review on, what people think of Roblox. And to have a podcast on that type of stuff, it's... let's just say you have to keep your head up high, because, there's all different types of certain
views. Don't overthink.
Yeah, don't overthink things, Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for all tuning in this week. It's been a great news week, I guess. It's been a very, very slow news week. There's not too much going on. But these are mostly just smaller stories, yeah. Yeah, sorry, Unix, what are you going to say?
I am Unix, and this is our podcast. Over and out.
Okay, we'll see you guys.